Hi you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm literally in the best mood ever because we're filming another fall video. We've had a heat wave all week here in Ottawa and it's finally ended. And you guys know I love early fall. Like I love this time of year when the mornings are crisp, the nights are crisp, but the days are still kind of warm. Like that's my favorite. I think early fall, like September, is just so fun and magical because it basically is like the month of Christmas Eve before Halloween, or at least to me since Halloween is my favorite holiday. But yeah, it's been a scorcher this week. It's been 107 to 110 for my American friends. It's the hottest it's been all summer. So it hasn't really felt like fall. Like we decorated last week and then we were in a heat wave all week. And then now the weather is finally starting to cool down a little bit. And I thought it'd be the perfect day or days to film like a getting in the fall mood slash like romanticizing fall, getting ready for fall video. So I want to share a ton of recommendations with you guys, books, movies, TV shows, make like a bucket list, all that stuff. And today we're actually on a little shopping adventure in the States because I only learned a few months ago that there was a TJ Maxx near us across the border. I live about an hour from, Ottawa's about an hour from the New York State border. And y'all, you obviously know TJ Maxx has the good, you guys get the good seasonal stuff. So I figured we'd grab a Dunkin' coffee, head across the border. I'll probably also go to Walmart too and see what they have and just browse. I don't really need much, but I'm sure I'll come home with some stuff from TJ Maxx. And I love to just immerse myself in like fall decor, even to just like window shop. It's so fun. So figured we could kick the video off with that. And then I also had to kick this video off with Dunkin', of course. They do like a nutty pumpkin cold brew, which has pumpkin and hazelnut in it. So I did a pump of each because you guys know I don't like super sweet coffee, and one cream, and it is divine. It's so perfect. The hazelnut complements the pumpkin so well. I'm obsessed. And then I also got the bacon avocado toast because I love it. So we just did a little kind of like 1 hour, I guess it wasn't really a road trip, it's just like a drive. I figured I would share some of my favorite seasonal podcasts with you guys because I do have quite a few that I really love. And I feel like I hear no one talk about like podcast recommendations, and I think podcasts are such a great way to like get in the spirit. I have is It's Always Halloween by Lucy Tomlin Brenner, and that is like a year-round Halloween history podcast. So she kind of goes through a deep dive of the history of Halloween and kind of spooky traditions. Then one of my favorites is Halloweenies, which is a horror franchise podcast by Justin, Dan, Mackenzie, Rachel, and Michael. And they basically take, each podcast episode is like 3 or 4 hours long. It's amazing. And they take a like slasher movie and they kind of like deep dive into it. And they do like Scream, Friday the 13th, Halloween, all those. It's really good if you're into like those slasher movies like I am from like the 80s. I also enjoy By Pumpkins Light, and this is by Mike and Miranda. And they talk about different small businesses, different people in different industries that kind of create Halloween magic all year, every year. So that one's really interesting as well. I also love the Comfy Cozy Witch podcast. That's by Jenny Blonde, and she kind of talks all things like witchy magic, once again, all year round, just like cozy witch vibes if you're into that. Some new ones I found this year are The New Witches by Maria and Laura, and they break down kind of some like modern witchcraft, paranormal, and true crime stuff. Also recently found Two Girls, One Ghost. That's by Corinne and Sabrina, and they basically are like just two best friends, and they just talk about their love for like all things spooky and creepy, which is totally me. And yeah, they like call it the most haunted podcast in America. I really like that one. Those are kind of all of the podcasts that I've either found recently or have been listening to for years. If you guys have any good recommendations, leave them down below. But I feel like I hear no one talk about different podcasts for spooky season. It's always like playlists and stuff, which we love, but podcasts also create a vibe. So especially if you're on a road trip or something. I really love the Halloweenies podcast for like longer drives. So I'm actually, like I said, re-listening to that from the beginning. So I'm listening to the episode about Halloween, but like the original Halloween from 1978. So I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna drink my coffee. We're gonna get into the autumnal spirit, and let's go to TJ Maxx. home, I figured I would do a little haul of all the like spooky season stuff I got. I didn't get too much. I had a lot of self-control. I'm really, really proud of myself because I wanted everything in TJ Maxx, but I do think that as the years go on and you accumulate more stuff, I kind of talked about this in my last video, you just realize you need less. Like I just didn't feel the need because I was like, where am I gonna put all this stuff? I also think now that we're like officially moving, I'm like, I don't want to have to move all this stuff. So let me start with things from my PO box. I have a package downstairs. I'll show you guys that maybe in this vlog, maybe in the next vlog, but I did treat myself to a Shop Kristen Jones shirt. Was eyeing this last year and I didn't buy it, and I ended up getting it for myself because I just hit a few big business milestones. So I wanted to treat myself because these things are not cheap, especially in USD, but I know that it's something I'll keep forever, and I love comfort colors. I'm so excited. Maybe I'll wear it this evening. Her stuff is just so cute. This is the one I got. It's like in gray and I love it so much. I did get a few like fall related goodies at Walmart. So the first is the Alani new Witch's Brew, which I've never tried because once again, we don't really get this kind of stuff in Canada, or maybe we do, I don't know. And I have no idea what this tastes like. I'm gonna assume it's a caramel apple because there's like little caramel apples on it. You can definitely get pumpkin bread in Canada. I just was like, while I'm there, I may as well get it. It's just Pillsbury pumpkin bread. I might make this tonight, honestly. I was thinking of filming a little Instagram reel about like a little spooky date night at home because our last HelloFresh meal is like a stew that I've been saving all week to make tonight when it cooled down a bit. So we might make this tonight. I'm not too sure. The Walmart in Messina was so much better than Ogdensburg. It was like brand new. They had just like, it was huge. It was honestly massive, and I saw so many brands that I hadn't seen before, but I was trying to be very careful with what I brought home since we are moving in about 6 weeks. Like I didn't want to just buy a bunch of like non-perishables. You know, I'm trying to get through the freezer and stuff right now and not like bring a ton into the house. So I'm sure once we move, we'll do like a big US grocery haul. But I did get this. The brand is called Black Rifle Coffee Company, and they had a bunch of different ones. They had a plain one, a vanilla one, a caramel one, but I got the pumpkin spice one. Picked this up. I loved the like logo. Loved the logo. It had a little pumpkin headless horseman on it. So I'm very excited to try that out because I do find that TJ Maxx, even with the dollar conversion, is significantly cheaper than Canada. For example, I'll show you guys this first actually. I got this pair of PJ pants, $9.99 USD, which is about $12 Canadian, and you definitely can't find PJ pants for like less than 16 bucks here. And these were so soft. I feel like the issue is that all PJ pants at like Old Navy, they're not really soft. I don't know, they're just like a thicker material, so I saw these and loved them. I honestly wanted every pair, and I had to have self-control. I got these in a XL just so they'd be long enough. I feel like the issue I get is that 5'11" is that I have to find PJs with drawstrings and then just size up so that they fit me lengthwise. But they're so soft, which is so nice for like early fall, because the thicker ones that like Old Navy sells are really only good for like cold season, and so, or like colder weather. So I got these. They're so cute. They have like little ghosts on them and pumpkins, and they're just like a nice lightweight pair of PJ pants. Only bought one mug. I wanted all of them because my biggest downfall is mugs. Like if I could just decorate with one thing, not even decorate, it would be mugs. I love mugs so much. They bring me so much joy for such an inexpensive price, and I just love mugs. And the collection there was amazing, and this is the one I brought home. Cute. I tried to get something that was a bit more unique that we didn't have here. Are these considered mugs? I don't know, but I'm not using them as mugs, so I feel like that doesn't count. I got this, I think they're actually considered espresso cups to hold my bookmarks and to just have around the house. I love getting smaller, well, you guys saw when we decorated the coffee bar having kind of like mugs as like storage, so I got these guys. They're so cute. I definitely could use one or two as, honestly, they're big enough you could definitely use as a coffee cup, but they're so cute. The little 3-pack of ghosts with little pumpkins on them. Okay, this was the only piece of decor I picked up. I wanted all the ghosts, but I got this guy. He's so cute. I kind of want to put him in here, actually. I think he could look kind of cute in here. Maybe we'll just leave him there for now, and he can just... So happy to find coasters because I've never been able to find Halloween coasters in Canada. This is a 4-pack of coasters for $6.99. Like, I still feel like you can't beat that in Canada. You would not get 4 coasters at HomeSense here for like less than 16 bucks. Coasters are very versatile decor almost that you can have out, and I just think they're really cute, so I'm happy we got some of those. Overall, I'm really happy with all the pieces that I brought home. I feel like I was like very intentional, and I went into it looking for coasters, PJs, and then I knew I was gonna get one mug, so I think I did pretty good. Then we'll have a nice little date night at home, and then I think tomorrow's portion of the video will be more of the like creating a bucket list and a movie TBR. And I think I'm gonna convince Matt to watch Haunted Mansion tonight. So have a little spooky date night at home. Guys, it's the first time I'm talking to you today and it's already Saturday afternoon. Also, I can tell I need to get my hair done soon when like I slick it back and it's just dark brown. But happy Saturday afternoon. We're having like what I like to call a cozy hobby day. Inspiration from Cozy K here on YouTube. I love her so much. But I want to just have a cozy afternoon doing all of my favorite things. I want to play on the Switch for a bit. Matt's downstairs playing Xbox. I want to read. I want to do some like Pinterest mood boarding and make some bucket lists and like not TBRs but TBWs to be watched for spooky season, and just have like a nice cozy afternoon. My morning was spent doing a lot of like just adult things, which unfortunately don't stop even when spooky season is here, no matter how much you want them to. I had to email a bunch of forms to like our mortgage broker and find movers and just all that stuff and do laundry and yeah. But we had the coziest night last night. We made this really yummy stew from HelloFresh, which we will definitely be making again. It was just like the perfect cozy evening. Red wine, we watched Haunted Mansion, and then this morning I got coffee with my mom, which I do every Saturday if you keep up with the vlogs. And then I just stopped in at a local bookstore because I've been looking for a used copy of Agatha Christie's Halloween Party. It's one of the only Agatha Christie books I'm missing. I actually collected them as like a teen. I read all of her books growing up. I'm a huge, like when I say I'm like a mystery and thriller murder mystery girly, like I have been since a teenager. I've been reading Agatha Christie since I was like literally 14, and that's one of the only ones I'm missing, and I figured it would be a good one to have this year. So I've been on the hunt, but I think it's gonna be a little bit hard to find because it is technically an inspiration for Haunting in Venice, even though Haunting in Venice is its own book. So yeah, like I said, we're having a cozy little afternoon. I also forgot to show you guys, I did get my nails done the other day and I love this color for fall. I think it's so beautiful. I don't have the color because I literally just showed her a Pinterest inspiration photo, but I'm obsessed with it. It's like a brownish kind of, I don't really know. It's just like a really beautiful brown for fall. I really want to focus on having just a really cozy day today and tomorrow because I'm actually heading out on a business trip this week for my corporate job. So I just want to have a really relaxing weekend and just kind of soak in the coziness because of course we are moving in October. So that's what's going on. I also brought the Switch up because I could not resist. These were on Etsy for like $3 and they're so cute. They're like little ghost grips. How cute. I want to put those on. I have two games that I've been playing and really enjoying. I've got Little Misfortune and Little Nightmares. Came highly recommended from the gaming community. I feel like I need to bring you guys down so you can capture the full beauty of this sweater that I got. I've been playing both and really enjoying them. Honestly, Little Nightmares is pretty creepy. The other day I got eaten by a leash and I literally had to put the game away because it kind of freaked me out. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play on the Switch right now. I feel like I want to play tonight, or if Matt usually plays video games on Saturday nights. If he doesn't, then maybe tomorrow morning in bed, that could also be a vibe. I'm thinking of lighting some candles and just kind of having a cozy little afternoon in the reading room, the lair, and making some Pinterest boards for fall, and then also making my like movie and TV show list. I really want to focus this year on movies and TV shows I haven't seen. Cheers. Welcome to a cozy Saturday afternoon. Sunday, you guys. I'm like half dressed. I've got like a nice sweater on, but I'm still in my PJs, and I normally would not get ready on a Sunday, but we're having like family dinner and stuff tonight, so I figured I would just get a little bit ready for the day. But it is the afternoon. I had a very lovely cozy morning. You guys saw I played on the Switch for a bit and shared some of the games that I've been wanting to get this spooky season. Matt and I went for a walk. We did some, Matt like started packing, we did some like house stuff, yada yada yada. But here we are. I wanted to end this video off with a bunch of like lists, recommendations, all that kind of stuff. I will say you can definitely refer back to previous years for like my bucket list and stuff. I really don't have a bucket list this year just because we are moving mid-October, and so that's why I'm trying to kind of make the most of September and early October. Pop the list up here, but our like fall bucket list is like a Harry Potter movie marathon. I'd love to go to a haunted house. I don't know if we will. They're just getting really expensive here. They're like $90 a person, which I just think is wild. I know that like obviously there's actors and stuff, but it used to be like 40-50 bucks. And then there's just like a bunch of little day trips I want to take. There's like a few little cute stores I want to check out. Every year Matt and I do like the perfect fall day together where we take like usually a Saturday and we do a bunch of fun fall things. I want to have another one of those days. I would love to get a caramel apple, except I don't know how easy that'll be to eat now that I have like my tooth glued on, so I'm gonna have to get it cut up for me. But yeah, our bucket list is not huge this year. So I'm just trying to honestly soak in September, and that's why I've honestly been relaxing a lot more. Obviously you guys just see like snippets, but I have been really trying to slow down on the weekends and stuff just because I know come October it's going to be a little hectic. So it's been a very cozy hobby weekend. I wanted to share some books that are on my more specifically like fall TBR. Now this is a huge pile. I do obviously, I do read at a quick pace, like a lot of books. And the reason there's so many books is because I'm a mood reader. And so I cannot guarantee I'm going to get to like eat any of these, honestly. So I'll start with the books on my Kindle. I'm actually currently reading this book. It's so good. It's called The September House by Carissa Orlando. It's a debut novel. And it's basically like a middle-aged couple who moves into a haunted house, and they like willingly stay there. Well, I think her husband goes missing and she willingly stays there, and like right now it's lighthearted. I don't really know where it's gonna kind of turn, but basically she like learns to live with the ghosts, and like one of the ghosts is like her housekeeper, makes her tea. And then every year in September, the hauntings get like really, really bad, and her daughter's coming to visit her for the first time. I don't really know where the book's going to take a turn, but so far I'm really, really enjoying it. It's giving like Grady Hendrix vibes. Some other books on my Kindle that I'm hoping to maybe get to. We'll see. Like I said, my Kindle, I also have like 50 books on here, and like I just pick up whatever I'm in the mood for. We've got Anatomy. I've heard that that is more of like a fall read by Dana Schwartz. Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reed. Oh, I really want to read Mary by Nat Cassidy. I've heard that's a really, really great horror book. Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Bannon. And then I just started In the Company of Witches, which is like a super cozy witchy book. And then also Masters of Death by Alvy Blake, which I believe is about a vampire realtor. So those are all the books on my Kindle I'm hoping to get to at some point. And I figured I would share some of the books that I have like physically. I mean, my whole top row of my bookshelf is spooky season books, but once again, I'll just pick whatever I'm in the mood for. So first we have The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman, which I believe 4 friends in a retirement home who discuss unsolved crimes and they try and like solve a case. We've got The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson, which I believe this just says a young woman living in a rigid puritanical society discovers dark powers within herself in this stunning feminist fantasy debut. I need your help because I really want to dive into V.E. Schwab books, but I'm not gonna lie, this author terrifies me. I don't know what it is. They just seem like super complex. I feel like I should start with The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, but I feel like these are just giving like fall vibes. So if you've read any of these, let me know which one I should read first. We've got The Near Witch, which I feel like is classic witchy energy. We've got Vicious, and then I do have the trilogy called A Darker Shade of Magic too. I have the whole trilogy. This one sounds good. This says, prepare to be dazzled by a world of parallel Londons where magic thrives, starves, or lies forgotten, and where power can destroy just as quickly as it can create. This one sounds really good, but let me know which one I should start with. This one I'm really excited about, The Last House on Needless Street. I've heard this is like one of the best, it says 50 best horror books of all time. I really don't know what this is about. A lot of people told me to go in blind, but we've got Spelled for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. This just says a deeply atmospheric story about ancestral magic, an unsolved murder, and a second chance at true love. Those are kind of the books on my fall TBR, but once again, I'm just a mood reader, so I could put 50 books on my TBR and read like 3 of them. But I wanted to end this video off with some books and movies. I feel like the thing is the books and the movies and the TV shows, they never really change. Like not that much new was coming out. But I wanted to share some of the shows that I want to watch this fall because Matt and I are big show people. These are just some shows that we've never really watched that kind of give fall vibes and that we, you know, we like to watch. So the first is, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I've never watched The Haunting of Hill House. For someone who loves horror movies, I'm shocked that I haven't watched this, but Matt probably won't watch this with me. He doesn't really love horror, so I might be watching this one on my own, probably during the day. Then obviously I said this in a past video, but I'm starting Gilmore Girls for the first time, so I've just been watching that while I work. I love having a show with like a ton of seasons to have on in the background when I work from home. The Discovery of Witches. It is a book. I have the, or is it a trilogy? Yeah, it's a trilogy, and I have the All Souls trilogy. And I have it, but I was told the show was really good as well. We've never watched Wednesday, I know. Big Addams Family Girl, like that's one of my favorite OG movies, so I can't believe I haven't seen that yet. And then we also want to finish American Horror Story, but we've kind of skipped some seasons here and there because obviously American Horror Story doesn't follow like the same story every season. It changes, so we've kind of watched different seasons here and there, but I want to go through and see if there's any we missed or we haven't watched yet that we'd be interested in watching. And then the last one is called Good Witch. I believe it's like a Hallmark TV show, so I need to figure out where I can watch that. But those are the shows that I want to watch, and obviously there's so many more. There's like Bewitched and Buffy the Vampire Slayer and all these shows that I've already watched, so they're not on my list for this year. But like I said, I'll leave my Pinterest down below, and that has a ton of lists if you're like trying to get into witchy fall autumnal movies and TV shows. But I feel like at this point we've just seen them all, and of course we love to rewatch movies because it's just like so comforting, but they don't really change. So I feel like I keep sharing these lists every year and they just don't really change. So yeah, anyways, that is the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed, and the next spooky season vlog you guys will see is going to be a cozy bookstore vlog, and I'm going to share a book outlet haul that I have and I personally could read like witchy books all year round because I feel like I love witches. Like I'm someone who like loves that stuff all year round, so it's not really limited to spooky season for me. But I'm really excited for that video. And yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!